good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 50K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
Horror games. Games that some love and some hate. Games that cause nightmares and raise your heart rate. Games where your sole purpose is...
Before we dive into this, do you remember as a kid playing any horror games? Sims is not a horror game, by the way.
No.
And being stinky on Sims and not having a job on Sims is not a horror game.
It prepared me for life.
Okay. But any other games that may have triggered? No, nothing. I don't remember.
The worst was
either.
like Mario.
Mario.
With the monsters and things.
Mario had a monster game?
Yeah, you know when you try to go around and go up.
Oh, that little game?
Yeah, that's the most. I don't like scary games.
I don't know.
What about you?
I don't remember any. It's like, oh.
Call of Duty. That's not scary. That's
zombies
life.
is a little spooky for a child who don't know nothing about zombies.
Yeah. No. Grand Theft Auto.
No. That was,
what was the other one? Andreas?
San Andreas?
Yeah. That
nah,
ain't scary.
none of those.
It's just life.
Nah, yeah. We
I
had
like
more
life
of those.
games.
Now it's more really creative, I feel. I feel like it was creative back then too, but it's creative.
It's 3D. Yeah.
We have our children. And I don't want them telling me I'm having bad dreams because of a...
Exactly.
Survive. So today, I'm talking about horror games nobody is surviving. Let's start it off with Poppy Playtime. Now, Poppy Playtime is a horror adventure puzzle game. It takes place in an abandoned factory with sentient toy beings. Toys that are alive. And I ain't talking about Toy Story. These people in this factory made children into toys. Y'all are sick! These are terrible! They built an entire orphanage and was steady making experiments. I am appalled. This means Huggy Wuggy, Mommy Longlegs, etc. were all children once. No! We play as a former employee of this place. The only reason why Brody's coming back is because he got a mysterious ass letter in the mail. Now, me personally, if I seen a letter that said, "Everyone thinks the staff disappeared 10 years ago. We're still here. Find the flower." I'm gonna be like, nah, your flower. I'm not stepping foot in this establishment. But let's get serious. No, you're not surviving this. Nobody is surviving the chase with Huggy Wuggy. Nobody is surviving the chase with Mommy Longlegs. But he got lucky right here. If she didn't put her hand on the grinder, he would have got grinded up himself. Nobody is surviving from any of these mother... Doughy, the caterpillar, Catnap, Yonabe, the teacher, the nuts, Huggy Wuggy again, the f***ing doctor. And don't get me started on the hour of joy. If you are an employee during that hour, you're dead. The hour of joy is basically all of the toys, all of the experiments rising up and killing everybody in the factory. Yeah, you're not surviving that.
Nah, that's when you gotta just let the timer play out and you go hide somewhere.
You talking about any game?
That game, huh?
That game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just...
Let the timer run out.
The time of joy is crazy.
For real.
Oh,
Y'all let y'all kids play that.
And these kids got these games that they playing, and they in love with it too. But I bet they be having nightmares afterwards. They're children. Imagination is too vivid.
What's wrong? Poppy, what's gonna get me?
And then a bad dream is literally what it is. It's like you can't control the dream. When you can, the last thing you saw is like what you gonna possibly dream of. It's crazy. I know they be gonna cutting up.
Like in the horror characters video, I'm not cooking, I'm booking. Next up, we have Five Nights at
Heard of them? All of them, ball, man.
This is an point-and-click horror game where your entire goal is to survive from animatronics that come to life.
I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one who feel like this is the old Chuck E. Cheese characters.
Oh, yeah,
Like back in the day, I don't know if they still have it, but back in the day they used to have the Chuck E. Cheese
animatronics on the stage.
Yeah, on the stage they used to dance for you, you know?
Yep. It's dance for you.
That's what that looked like to me.
I feel you. Yeah. But then they also have it to where they want to just underlife everybody.
Right.
Might I add, these animatronics are possessed by missing children.
Oh, there are kids
means
in
they're
the
dead.
robots.
The bad
In the
kids.
first 3 games, we play as a night guard. And our job as the night guard is to make sure everything's good. We make sure the animatronics don't get into the office and cause chaos.
Okay.
But if they do somehow make it into the office,
Okay.
that's where it gets dark. You see, these animatronics, when they look at you, they think you're a bare endoskeleton without its costume on. So you know what that means. They're gonna stuff you into a suit.
Yo.
So yeah, in terms of the first game, you're not surviving that. With Bonnie and Chica at your doors, Foxy running down the hallway, Freddy at the right, and Golden Freddy. Not to mention the power situation. Yeah, bro, just put
The
the
lights?
lights in the bag. And it just gets worse each game. In FNAF 2, you go against the toy animatronics and the old ones. To defend yourself, they give you a flashlight and they give you a Freddy head mask. When you
Okay.
put on that mask, they think you're an animatronic. But the moment you take that off, you dead. But some of them animatronics aren't fooled. Like Foxy. Foxy, you gotta constantly flash him at the end of the hallway. And then on top of that, you have to make sure the music box is wound up. If it's not, then the puppet's coming after you.
Oh Lord.
You might as
Oh,
well
man.
open the gate to heaven right now. Yeah, you're not surviving that.
Damn.
And then to make things even worse, some of these motherfuckers go through the vents.
No.
That's
Bro,
my
you
last
can't
day.
hide.
We started
What?
about FNAF 3. FNAF 3, you go against the Phantom animatronics.
How many of
And
these they
Springtrap.
got?
Springtrap ain't trying to put you in a suit. He trying to put you in the grave. Mind you, this is the guy that killed those kids and stuffed them into the suits. And might I add, these animatronics are possessed by missing children. Yeah, he's the main culprit. The hell no! To defend yourself, they give you an audio device. You can play the audio in any camera you want, and that draws Springtrap to that area.
The opposite
And when
direction.
you move to the
Gotcha.
left, they give you a control panel where you have to reboot ventilation, camera system, and the audio device. If you use the audio device too many times, you gotta reboot. If you're on the cameras for too long, gotta reboot. And when you gotta breathe, you gotta recode that ventilation. And then to end it off, you have vent cameras to see where Springtrap's gonna be. And you can also close doors to seal that man in there.
Yeah, sell them.
Since I
Leave
explained
them in
it,
Tell
there.
you something.
Do you?
That's too much
Leave
to
them
keep
in
your
there.
eye on. Okay?
Yeah.
How much we getting paid for this? How many points? They still do that?
I believe
These
so.
points. How
Yeah,
many
yeah.
points I'm getting?
I need some points.
Because baby, this sounds like a full-time job.
I feel like at this point, it's the attention span though. You gotta have a strong attention span playing these video games because it's a lot of Easter eggs in here. Like you gotta find all the little merch and stuff and hatches and latches and stuff, and it's too much.
Too much.
Way too much.
You think you can survive this? Hell no, you're not surviving any of these games.
Well, dang.
With the Phantom animatronics, they're meant to throw you off. They're hallucinations. And then Springtrap. He's literally a killer. He's the purple guy. Kratos said it best.
So what do you say? No.
But FNAF 4, holy hell, you're not surviving. Out of all the games, this one is easily the most terrifying. In this one, you play as a 5, 6, 7-year-old in a bedroom against the nightmare animatronics.
Oh, no.
These terrifying
Yo,
behemoths. Hell no, you're not surviving this one. As a 5, 7-year-old doing this?
so yeah, as a 5, 7-year-old, I can see that, but as an adult, I would get on this one. This looked less stressful. You're not in a factory, you ain't looking for light switches and stuff. You're inside your bedroom. Anybody know anything about a bedroom? It's 4 walls. You figure it out. It's real simple.
It just seemed a little weird.
The bedroom setup,
No, you're playing a kid.
playing as a kid inside of a video game.
Because this don't seem like it's a kid game.
It's not. It's for the kids to get Nightmare. This is Nightmare Alley right here.
No! And then don't even get me started on sister location. Hell no.
What is sister location? Them boy got a
Next
lot.
up,
A
we have
lot.
Fears to Fathom. Fears to
Really?
Fathom is an episodic psychological horror game where each episode
CJ?
unveils a short story
Oh, I would like
narrated
this.
by the ones who survived.
I would like
Mind you, these episodes are based off of real stories. Real!
Is this serious?
And so today, we're going to be talking about Ironbark Lookout. Now, during Ironbark Lookout, you play as this guy named Jack Nelson. He's a fire lookout. Basically, somebody situated in an outpost who reports on wildfires.
Okay.
He's transferred to a new outpost in Ironbark State Park. But he can't shake the feeling. Something's up. Something's off. We start the game with Buddy driving in his RV. He's like, I'm hungry, and stops by a local diner. And while he's at the diner, he starts talking to some of the locals. The locals start bringing up news about 3 missing kids. Hikers, tourists, all going missing. And it all leads back to the park. We fast forward to Jack getting his key and access to his outpost by the park ranger, Billy. And as he's about to leave up to go to his outpost, Billy stops him and says, "Don't travel any further than half a mile or so north of your tower. It's dangerous woods out there, pal."
You didn't tell me that in the meeting.
Bruh.
I'm like, I hide.
Could have told me that before I came through the door. Put that in the email.
Computer and watches an introduction video to the park. He finds out exactly what he has to do and gets to work. He gets the wood, takes the wind readings, and inputs the data to the form.
Ain't that swell?
Then Buddy calls it a night. He got the job finished.
Fast
Fast forward to night 2, Buddy is out looking at the beautiful view, just taking it in. But this next moment is where everything starts turning left. Buddy looks left and sees white smoke in the distance. White smoke, that means campers are out there. They not supposed to be out there. And then to make things even worse, that's out north.
That's the bait.
Remember what Billy said?
Nah, don't take the bait.
Go north.
Don't do it.
Don't travel any further than half a mile or so north of your tower. It's dangerous woods out there.
You randomly forgot about that part.
But guess what? You have to. You gotta put out the fire. So we
Wow.
fast forward to Jack walking the path. The sun's all the way out now,
Oh,
which
no.
just makes everything worse. Bad enough, Buddy, in the wilderness, but the wilderness in the dark? Hell no!
They would have had to wait till the ranger came back to work.
That's not a 2-man job. That should be a 2-man job. Imagine that. That'd have been 5 dollars, 2 players. That should have been a 2-man job. That way somebody could have helped the person in these type of situations. 1 man can put out a big fire. by
What a
himself.
camera! I
Man.
should be able to see it on the TV. What's going on?
If there's fires that far, they should have some technology out there to kind of capture it. Where you can like zoom in on certain situations. and
Yeah,
stuff.
when we talk about the game.
Okay. You're right. You're right. It's okay. It's okay.
We are not Coyote Peterson.
We not.
No brave wilderness. Jack follows the smoke trail into an empty campsite.
It's a campsite.
Desolate, abandoned. Everyone out of sight. No Psylocke. The only presence felt is a subtle whistle in the distance. A strange whistle.
That is out of your job description.
But Jack doesn't pay any mind. Picks up a pot, fills it with water, and puts
Put the
out
fire.
that fire.
Okay.
Now
He
it's
travels back to his outpost and heads to bed. Jack wakes up 2 in the morning. He looks up and sees a figure in his window. He gets up to look, but right when Jack looks at the window, the figure ducks. He turns
No.
on the light and sits back in pure terror. He finally builds the courage to open the door. And what he sees next, nobody would have thought. He opens the door to see a bull skull and candles lit. Oh, hell no. And what makes this even more terrifying is that a week later, he's out looking with his binoculars. He peeps across the river a campfire with cult members all around it.
Oh man.
Maybe
Hold on.
They were just trying to recruit them, baby. That's
Recruit?
all. Yeah, they were trying to recruit them.
Maybe. Maybe.
What does that got to do with the game? What?
Maybe. They do be having some odd people like that in the woods.
You know, yeah.
They
They
be
be doing things.
doing some things, and this looked like one of those moments. They look like, if you look closer, like they had antlers on their heads too, though.
They left him his
So he can put his on,
and go down there.
quit your job, and become a wildlife in there.
Yep. Life in
Okay.
Buddy takes a picture and they all scramble.
Yo,
like eggs.
took the flash off,
And then
man.
one of them starts chasing you. Jack
Chasing
hides
who?
under his bed and sees Buddy open his door. He's gotta be extra quiet. I know Buddy's sweating under there. The cult member looks around, but can't find him, and walks out. After a minute, Jack gets up, opens the door, and makes a run for it. Buddy runs and runs, and gets to his RV. And that is the end of Ironbark Lookout.
It's not bad.
Yeah, hell no, you're not surviving that.
That's not bad.
Unless you have experience with nature, and you are a lookout, you're not surviving this. First of all, Jack had no firearm, no weapon, no nothing.
He's here to
Not
fight
even
fire.
a pocket knife. Me personally, I would have had the buck, and I ain't talking about $1. Jack got extra lucky, hiding under the bed, but he didn't check the bed. And then the running down the stairs. I would have fell down like the stormtrooper. Safe to say you're not surviving that. Lastly, let's talk about Amanda the Adventurer. Now, Amanda the Adventurer is a
Ain't no
puzzle
way.
horror game where you play as Riley Park, a woman who gets swept up in the mystery revolving the show, Amanda the Adventurer. Think of Dora, but black, and Boots as a lamb, mixed in with the ring. Hell no, hell no!
Oh,
That's
no.
basically the game. You collect old VHS tapes of different episodes of the show, and it starts out holly and jolly. However, the more you dig deep into these tapes, the more twisted and dark they get. Like that one
That's a
time
message.
in one of the episodes, they had a whole Blake laying
Yo.
in the grass and a knife. And don't get me started on the dead fox. Hell, she even tried to kill her sidekick in one of the episodes.
Oh, Lord.
Yo.
Absolutely not.
And then in another tape, it shows a kid watching the show.
Oh,
and then
gosh.
moments later, she goes missing. She disappeared. No Sue Storm.
social
And the front door
Bruh.
wide open. Yeah, these tapes are no joke. And then on top of that, you have to find clues. Like, nah, this ain't no Blues Clues.
You didn't say nothing about this one yet. You like this one? It's a little real, huh?
Yeah, this seems like it got a message to it or
Too,
something.
it's a little too detailed.
Uh-huh.
They put an actual kid in a video game. It's crazy. Oh, man.
Clues? You gotta be a real detective in this shit. Not to mention, finding different clues leads to different endings. Ain't nobody got time for that. So short answer,
Confusion.
no, you're not surviving this.
Nah.
Unless you're a detective. A real detective. No Joe. What? But if you gotta fight against the bad ending version of Amanda, this thing, unless you got the buck, you're not doing nothing. She fast as shit.
What happened to her?
Was that a rest?
I sincerely hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to make another video like
We're going to stop right there, man. Make sure you guys check the channel out. Yeah, them things. I don't see a lot of us surviving, y'all.
That
We
was
ain't
a
gonna-
little too much.
That was a little too Okay, maybe the second from last one, the guy who was
Okay, the woods.
taking a picture with the camping. That seems more up to speed with getting the heck out.
That's it.
But the rest of them,
I don't like Poppy. I don't like Friday nights at Freddy's,
Nah.
whatever. The last one was a little creepy.
yeah,
Because why she turned into whatever that was.
dead head legs,
Uh-huh.
spider.
All right, y'all. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.